I'm so sorry.
Alright, so what's up, y'all? So look, bro, all these IBFP Diddy motherfuckers are still in my comments talking shit. So I was like, you know what, man? Fuck it. Let me do it, bro. Let me expose these guys. All the excuses, all of this shit, right? Let's just expose this clown once and for all, bro. All these IBFP Diddies, all his minions.
I'm so sorry.
Look, so when I told y'all that this motherfucker is time and time again contradicting himself, just everything that he says to defend Canelo is based off of excuses and lies, right? Let's get into a couple of these things, right? Let's get into something that he's talking about. First, listen to this shit.
What constitutes a duck? First off, Canelo Álvarez has a 3-fight deal with the PBC. Canelo Álvarez has completed one of those fights. He owes the PBC 2 fights. If Canelo Álvarez completes this deal without fighting David Benavidez, that is a duck. That deal shall be completed in 2024. So if he completes the deal and does not fight him all next year, that's a complete duck. There's no excuse or reason why you should not be fighting David Benavidez in 2024. That's 100% right there. Canelo Álvarez has to fight this man in 2024, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
All right, so this was way back, right? Before 2024, he was saying that if Canelo does not fight David Benavidez in 2024, you can call it a duck, right? 2024 ain't over, but we'll see if this guy holds true. We'll see what kind of a man he is, if he holds true to his word. You know, he said no excuses, that he has to fight him 2024. And I believe he said this because he actually thought that Canelo would do this, right? I think he thought that Canelo really wasn't going to duck David Benavidez. But what y'all don't understand is that this ducking from Canelo has been going on for quite some time already, bro. This shit, a lot of people think that this shit probably just started this year, right? Because this year is kind of like where it got pushed more, right? Like where it was really, really noticeable from Canelo. But this shit has been going on forever, bro. And now as the time is going by, bro, and it kind of seems like, you know, Canelo came out, he made all the excuses that he's saying that he doesn't want to fight David Benavidez. He made up all the excuses, and it's pretty evident that he's not going to fight him, right? So people are back making excuses. See, this is what I keep telling you guys, bro. People say shit, and then as the time goes by, they find new excuses, bro, and they make up new lies. They find new excuses. Now, look, the newest thing, and I think IBFP Diddy came out with this shit, bro. I think he's the one that brought this new excuse that all the IBFP Diddies are running with. They're talking about that, oh, Benavidez is ducking Canelo because Benavidez did not activate his mandatory, and that Benavidez wasn't the mandatory until, what was it, March or April? I don't even know, bro, because I don't keep up with these bullshit lies, you know. But you guys are saying that, right? That's your new excuse, that David Benavidez was not the mandatory. How do you explain this?
Let me break this down even further. David Benavidez is the mandatory for the WBC belt at 168. He stepped up his last few fights, fought Caleb Plant, fought Demetrius Andre. He's been trying to get bigger fights. He's been pushing himself. I have to respect what he's doing. David Benavidez is the mandatory for the WBC belt at 168. David Benavidez is the mandatory for the WBC belt at 168. David Benavidez is the mandatory for the WBC belt at 168.
What happened, IBFP Diddy? I thought David Benavidez was about to just become the mandatory.
I'm so sorry.
See, at the end of the day, bro, y'all motherfuckers are just based on lies. You said it. These words came out of your own mouth, bro. They came out of your own fucking mouth. You knew damn well that David Benavidez has been the mandatory, but Mauricio Suleiman, they come out here and they're corrupt. They make up new shit as they go along to protect Canelo. And you motherfuckers have no problem going along with it. You guys are part of the problem. You knew David Benavidez was the mandatory back then.
David Benavidez is the mandatory.
And the shit came out of your own fucking mouth. But now you're back making excuses, back on the defensive, back trying to buy Canelo more time. And I already know that when this year is up and this fight doesn't happen, you will be back making new excuses, bro. I could see this shit because y'all are fucking fanboys. You guys are Canelo groupies, bro.
I mean, I hit rock bottom.
And you have a channel based off of that shit. You guys talk all this shit, want me to jump on your bullshit live? Bro, I don't gotta jump on your live to expose you. You expose yourself every time you come out here and make a motherfucking video. And you're really gonna get called out now, bro. You're really about to get exposed. Now look, bro, let's keep it going. Do y'all remember when Canelo first came to PBC and he signed the 3-fight deal? And all of y'all were talking shit like, oh, David Benavidez is about to see, you know, Canelo finally came on the street. He came out here to fight David Benavidez. I was telling y'all he didn't. And you guys were like, how in the hell is Canelo on PBC and he's not going to fight David Benavidez? You're a dumbass, this and that, blah, 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 right? Okay, what happened, right? I told you guys who Canelo's fights were going to be, and before anybody ever knew, and that's exactly what started happening. Canelo was supposed to fight Jamal Charlo, and possibly Spence in that 3-fight deal, but shit started going left, and we all know that there was no way he was going to fight Jamal Charlo. That was supposed to be his next opponent instead of Jaime Munguia. But they fell off. Canelo fell off with the PBC because the PBC were trying to push for a better fight, bro. They knew that nobody wanted to see this garbage ass fight with Jamal Charlo, but that's who Canelo wanted, right? And as the time went by, bro, you guys found new excuses for this shit. Just listen to this, bro. Listen to this shit where IBFP, and this is the funniest shit, right? Y'all are gonna get a laugh out of this shit. IBFP Diddy comes out here and he's talking about, oh, the PBC went broke. That's why Canelo, he's about to take all these garbage ass fights in Berlanga and I forgot who the fuck else it was, right? He was saying anything that Canelo does at this point is not on him, right? Because he's saying he found the excuse that the PBC went broke and they couldn't pay him his money. Listen.
PBC is broke, and look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Rick Glaser has been saying for weeks after weeks after weeks that the PBC is broke, that PBC did not have the $35 million that Canelo Álvarez is guaranteed to pay him for his fight against Jamal Charlo in May. At this point, right now, it looks like Canelo Álvarez is done with the PBC since they don't have his money. Now, at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to be looking for blame, who to blame. I don't want to see this fight. I don't want to see this fight. If you're mad at anybody, be mad at the PBC because they're the ones who can't pay Canelo. Canelo did not choose to fight Edgar Berlanga. Canelo Álvarez did not choose to make these guys not pay him his money. I mean, at the end of the day, we got to be honest and unbiased. Canelo Álvarez is being forced in a situation where these guys will not pay him his money. We got to be honest and unbiased. Any decision Canelo makes at this point is not on him. Any decision Canelo makes at this point is not on him.
I mean, I hit rock bottom.
Any decision Canelo makes at this point is not on him.
All right, but now listen to this, bro. Now in this video, he's talking about, and he's riding Canelo, talking about Canelo got more money out of the PBC than he was originally supposed to get when he signed the fight with Munguia, right? But how do you go from the PBC was broke and you were trying to find an excuse right there to now the PBC isn't broke all of a sudden and they paid Canelo even more money?
Canelo signs a 1-fight deal with the PBC worth more than $35 million. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And according to Dan Rafael, per source with direct knowledge of the deal with Canelo versus Jaime Munguia, the deal is being finalized. The contracts are not signed yet, but there are zero issues. The fight will take place at T-Mobile Arena on Prime Video pay-per-view and the Zone pay-per-view. This is a 1-fight deal with Canelo and the PBC that will pay Canelo more than the $35 million that he was originally supposed to get.
When you were making up all those fucking excuses, talking about anything Canelo does is not on him.
Any decision Canelo makes at this point is not on him.
I mean, come on, man. This shit just gets pathetic, bro. The excuses get pathetic. And you guys say that this guy talks all facts. Well, motherfucker, I'm bringing you guys facts. The clips are right here in your face. When all this shit is said and done by the end of this year and Canelo does not fight Benavidez, you guys will find new fucking excuses.
I'm so sorry.
Now, look, I could keep this shit going, bro. There's so many lies. This shit is easy as fuck. I didn't even have to do much work to find these fucking lies, bro. Because this guy contradicts himself time and time again. Now listen to this next clip, bro.
David Benavidez is the fighter to watch for 2024. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And David Benavidez, also known as the Mexican Monster, has had a tremendous 2023. I mean, the guy came out, beat Caleb Plant, then came out, beat Demetrius Andre. These guys are both boxers. These guys are known to have better boxing ability than David Benavidez. Both of these guys are known to have a higher IQ. Both of these guys are known to have better skill sets than David Benavidez. And both of these guys are faster than David Benavidez. Yet, David Benavidez beat the hell out of both of these guys.
David Benavidez is the guy to watch for in 2024, right? He comes out saying that he beat Caleb Plant, he beat Andrade. He's saying that both of these guys have good boxing ability. They're faster than David Benavidez. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Who in the fuck in their right mind is going to say that Andrade and Caleb Plant are faster than David Benavidez? But, you know, he's kind of praising these boxers that David Benavidez beat. And this is what I tell you. Every once in a while, IBFP, he wants to keep it real, bro. But his fucking love for Canelo doesn't let him.
I'm disgusted.
He was giving a little bit of props to Andrade and Caleb Plant, but yet in his other videos, he's over here talking shit about these guys, bro. Talking about that Andrade's a bum, this and that. It's just crazy to me. See, the contradiction just doesn't stop, bro. At least me on my channel, I'm constant with whatever I say, bro. I call Canelo out for being a great fighter, bro, because that's what he is, and I won't take that shit away from him. But I call him out because he moves like a coward. Even though he's a great fighter, he's moving like a coward these days. And I'm consistent with my shit all the way around. You will never hear me say Canelo ain't shit as a fighter. You will never hear that shit on my channel because I speak the facts, bro, and I stay consistent. Now, after this video, bro, I don't know what excuses y'all are going to find because I just debunked that whole shit. Your guys' favorite excuse, how come David Benavidez didn't activate his mandatory? How come he moved up when he was just about to be the mandatory? He's been the mandatory, but y'all just don't want to accept it and y'all want to make up new lies and go along with the corruption that Suleiman does to protect Canelo. But at the end of the day, this shit is not hard, bro. It's so simple. Time and time again, you guys even say it, right? This is your guys' favorite shit to say too. Oh, Canelo's the A side. He's the shot caller. He does what he wants. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, and this is how simple the shit gets. If Canelo is the shot caller, he's the A side. He pretty much can fight with whoever he wants, right? Why hasn't he made the fight happen?
I'm so sorry.
Answer me that shit, bro. Why hasn't he made the fight happen? Why hasn't he even sent a contract to Benavidez? You know what I'm saying? This shit is so fucking clear, bro. It's not really an argument. This shit is me going on here trying to argue with you chumps about what? You guys, everything you guys say is based on lies. Like, see, the excuses are just endless with y'all. I remember times when it was like, oh, Benavidez just wants to fight Canelo for a payday, this and that. He wants a payday, blah, blah, blah. But now you guys are saying that Benavidez is ducking Canelo. Do you guys really think that Benavidez would turn down a fight with Canelo, bro? If Canelo came at him with if he sent him an offer, you guys really think Benavidez is gonna say no and receive the highest payday of his career? When honestly, it's not even about that to Benavidez. He's already proved that shit. But you guys see, everything that you guys say just doesn't make sense, bro. You guys say that he wants a payday, this and that. Then you guys are saying that Benavidez is ducking Canelo. When Canelo was on PBC, that was the perfect time to make the fight happen. And then when Canelo and PBC were falling off, and it seemed like he was going to go back to the zone, y'all were even making up excuses that Benavidez didn't want to go to the zone to fight Canelo. Y'all started making up excuses about that when there was no fucking offer.
David Benavidez has done a recent interview with the Boxing Voice where he states he will not leave the PBC to go fight Canelo Álvarez on the zone. Here's the thing and the problem with that. How is the B-side fighter dictating terms? How does the B-side fighter demand the A-side fighter come to them? So Canelo, the A-side, should come to you as the B-side and David Benavidez? That makes no sense.
There was nothing. Canelo, even though he would have been on the zone, there was no offer. He still didn't want to fight Benavidez. And what's the point, bro? Canelo didn't make the fight when he was on PBC. What makes you guys think that he was going to make that shit when he was on the zone? Now think about this shit. Consuelo would rather go and work with De La Hoya, bro. The guy that he fucking hates. He put his pride to the floor.
Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom.
And went and worked with De La Hoya instead of fighting David Benavidez. What the fuck does that tell you about this shit, bro? I mean, all of this shit is right in your face, bro. And I could go on forever talking about this shit. And I just showed you guys all the proof. Your fucking hero, IBFP Diddy, contradicting himself time and time again, making up new excuses back to back.
Behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I'm so sorry.
Any decision Canelo makes at this point is not on him.